So let's do a couple of examples here with stress and strain. So let's imagine that we have a heavy object right here, and we want to bolt it to the wall, and I want to know from an engineering standpoint what's the minimum number of bolts it takes to hold it to the wall. So let's say the heavy object has mass 2,100 kilograms. Let's say that each bolt here has a diameter of 4 millimeters and has an ultimate strength of 3.6 times 10 to the 8th newtons per square meter. So I want to know what's the minimum number of bolts that this thing can hold. And so we look at it and we say, okay, so we know that ultimate strength is the maximum stress. Well, stress is F over A. So that's the maximum F over A. Well, what force? Okay, so we're finding we're going to find the force. So that means the maximum force that each one can, this is the shear strength. Okay, so this would be the maximum shear strength right here. So that means the maximum shear force is going to be SU times A. So that'll be SU times pi r squared. Well, r is going to be 2 millimeters if the diameter is 4. So that means that F max, this is the max for each one of these, is going to be 3.6 times 10 to the 8th newtons per square meter times pi times 2 times 10 to the minus 3 meters squared. And so F max is 45.24 newtons. Okay. The entire object had a mass of 2,100 kilograms. So as it's hanging on the wall, the force of gravity is mg. So mg is going to be 2,100 kilograms times 9.81 meter per second squared. So mg is going to be equal to 20,600, or we could round that since this is really only two significant digits here. So so we would round it here. So that would round to 21,000 newtons. So each one can handle that. And really, again, if this is two significant digits, that should be 4,500 newtons. So the number is going to be equal to the 21,000 newtons divided by the 4,500 newtons. So the number 2,100 divided by 21,000 divided by 4,500 is 4.7. So it takes 5 bolts. Okay. Now, point out, if that was 4.1, that would still be 5 bolts because it would take more than 4 bolts to hold it. Now, that's 5 bolts minimum. Okay, you don't want to do the minimum because if one of the bolts is slightly less weak than the others, the thing's going to shear off the wall. So you really want to go quite a bit more than that, just in case you get a bad bolt, or in case one of the bolts starts to degrade or something like that. And so this gives you an idea as to how to do calculations for